Ball. So let's jump on board with TEC and look how they are going to set up here into this first game as we jump on board with Realize.
Realize actually I met and he told me he's their anchor for the team, and he's just jokingly saying, "Oh, I'm the best anchor." So this is going to be kind of interesting to watch the competition.
Now there is obviously that little trick on this map that a few of them actually throw themselves off to get a little bit further ahead. But there we go, great grenade from Realize as he goes up top, and they go picking up the kills already. Realize this is the sort of position you'd be playing. Yeah,
this is very similar to what I'd be doing. So I'm kind of looking out to see if he plays this pretty much the same as I do. He's playing as well. He's holding out the spawn just like he's supposed to.
Yep, and look like Realize he's holding that quite well for his team. Let's jump on board with someone in the hub, and it's Fariko actually picking up the points here. And you know what? We did actually see this Fariko team when they played TCM in the European qualifiers. Although they got massively outslayed by the TCM lineup, like horrifically so. I think there's almost 50 kills difference between the two teams. The way that Fariko like to play is they just like to get every single point. They are constantly in that hard point. They're constantly eking points. And you can already see, like I said, you sort of Realize actually picking up kills everywhere. But none of their players got in the hard point.
Yeah. From the looks of it, they're using 3 submachine guns. That's kind of the same way we like to play. So it's pretty similar. We like to send 3 guys into the hard point while I sit back. And it seems like Fariko's doing the exact same thing. They're playing really aggressive. But I think, what's his team? TCs, they got the setup right now for this kitchen hardpoint.
Yeah, they certainly do. This kitchen hardpoint can be very hard to break, especially since TC do have the better spawn here, very, very close to the other side. And it looks like Beta is going to pick up one, actually using the MP7. Not as commonly used the other 2 SMGs, but he seems to be using it to full effect. So accurate, that gun.
Yeah, it's actually, in hardpoints, it's kind of like a Scorpion with, I think it has more ammo, but it's a lot better medium range. So a lot of players start using it. I know Rambo likes to use that gun now. Considering the MSMC and PDW got nerfed this game, this gun became a lot more relevant now. Yeah,
most certainly. As I said, a few EU pros have picked it up. I was actually speaking to TCM Flux the other day, and he loves the MP7. He says, I can pretty much use it wherever I need to. If I need to go a little bit longer range, it is great for that. And you know what? This hard point here they're about to switch to, a little bit of a late switch from TEC. So they're actually going to run in. If we go on to the picture-in-picture, you can actually see that Fariko Dragons have got that set up already, and this is going to be so hard to break for them. How would you go about trying to crack into this hard point?
Bader actually already has what I'm doing in mind. He has to push out this laundry spawn because you don't want them spawning exactly where he's aiming. They're currently right now the TEC lineup is pinching the hard point. They're coming from all sides. So assuming they're able to pick up some of these kills, they should spawn far laundry side, which is essentially the goal that you're trying to get here.
You mean obviously we just saw him spawn there. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Try and get in that spawn, and it does look like they're close to breaking it. If Beta can get around in here and make this kill, going for the spray does pick it up.
There's another one. The Fariko being so aggressive, like they're flooding the hard point though, so it's not so easy for TEC, but TEC did manage to get a setup. We'll see if Fariko could actually break this.
Yeah, in fairness, that was great play by Big Bailey. Like, flicked the spawns there, gave them the better spawn, and has actually pushed Fariko out. I mean, there's only about 11 seconds left, so not that much damage done, but let's actually jump on board with TEC Legend. He's on a 3 streak. He's actually got his score streaks as well. Now, obviously, he's going to save these for the middle 2.
Yeah, or actually, I'd probably use them for this, considering the Fariko lineup already has the control the hard point. If he can use these to break jungle and break top kitchen, they can get the better spawns and they can flood the hard point, which is exactly what he's trying to do right here.
He's going to break that basketball. And it is quite hard, this basketball. The most common tactic you usually see, people try to go from the top. They don't like going across that huge open space there because it's so easy to be shut down, especially with the cover that's in there. And he has actually used both.
He broke the hill by himself with those score streaks. This is a really big play by Legend. He's going to be playing the anchor role for his team at the moment, holding down this back spawn. We'll see if the Fariko... yeah, see, the TEC player started spawning far because the Fariko team pushed out this jungle side, but Legend held it off for his team, which was extremely good.
He's still alive now, and he has actually picked up another lightning strike, I believe, there. So that's going to be great for him. I don't know if he's going to use it now. A little bit... Not enough time left, so just like he's going to try and push up as we stay on board with Legend. He's moving in, the person behind him, taking him down, but there you go, incoming Hellstorm from the other team. Do you think Legend's going to start to use this now, or do you think we'll wait for the one by the statue?
He'll wait for Ring, definitely. But this is kind of interesting. You saw him using an AR, but for this hard point, he switched to a sub, which is it's a pretty good idea. I don't know why he has dead silence though, because this map is hectic. I wouldn't need dead silence, but it's kind of interesting they switched to a submachine gun. Ooh, he used a score streak. That's surprising. He did damage with it, which is going to give him about 10 to 15 uncontested points. So.
It wasn't good actually work there. He doesn't look as stable with this SMG. Like I said, he has switched up. Now he's using it. He doesn't look as stable with it. He has actually got both SMGs. I believe he has the MP7 as well on him. And obviously, I think it's just for this hub. It's such a close range sort of thing that he's actually just trying to get in there and add his firepower in rather than hold back.
Yeah, but if the TC players actually played this correctly, they could just sit around the ring and eat him up. Exactly what he's doing right now. Actually, this guy's like reading my mind. He's like, you know, I want him to do something, and he does it. It's crazy. Like I said, he could have just sat there and ate up the Fariko players jumping in the hard point every time.
Well, like I said, he has actually switched back to that AR, and it seemed to work better for him. Straight away, you saw the difference. He actually managed to pick up a lot of kills there, and it looks like he's now playing that sort of hold back role again. They need to push them out here. Lots of smoke being used on this hard point. You know what? Smoke's been a lot more prevalent in this Call of Duty simply because of this hard point game type.
Yeah, it's actually made the hard point a lot harder and faster paced. Considering, like, especially if a team decides to use three ARs, smokes are so vital because they close distance and they make it so that the ARs can't just pick you from across the map, which is why I think Fariko is using 3 subs to kind of get aggressive and get in that hard point. But TC realizes that, and now they're pulling out the 3 submachine gun.
You know what? Fariko Dragons do not look strong at the moment. Like I said, these are the representatives to LA, with obviously the change of Bizzle adding to that lineup. However, they are losing by quite a distance now.
Yeah.
And where is this Dragons that we saw in Cologne? It just doesn't seem to be here at the moment. TEC have this all their own way. We're going to have a quick look at the scoreboard as we actually see Legend 24 for 15, putting down some awesome score there to secure it. Realize 18 for 11. And it just seems like it's all going TEC's way.
Yeah. Like I don't know if this might have something to do with it, but the Fariko UK team actually told me that they haven't really been practicing with Fizz, so that might kind of harm their chemistry a bit. But they can pick it up. I know they're skilled players. They just need to start working together. This TC lineup is working perfectly as a team. They're coordinating their pushes. They all know exactly what they need to do at certain times. Like I said, Legend is basically reading my mind, and he's playing the right way.
Realize currently on a 5-kill streak, also has that Hellstorm, and that's just that just gives them so much control. Especially this map, I find you can win just some of these hard points so easily with it being open. I mean, the few you've got open, you've got basketball, you've got the middle one, and obviously you've got the one by the statue. If you can save them for them, he's actually got his thing as well, and he's gonna. Oh, you know what? A little bit dodgy shooting there from him. Picks it up anyway, and it now looks like he's gonna try and switch and push with his teammates.
Yeah, he's doing a real good job of getting the spawns for his team. Like I said, he was an anchor, and he's playing the right way. They're playing like we would. It's really awesome to see. Like how I said, like Legend is basically reading exactly what I want them to do, and these guys are definitely playing really well.
Well, there was actually great communication there from Realize, because he actually told his teammate, back off, don't challenge that head glitch around this corner, let me clear out with a lightning strike and then we'll push in. I mean, it's sort of come to fruition. We can see they're starting to contest it now, starting to break this hard point. As you can see the TEC lineup.
They're spawning by the water. It's exactly how they're supposed to be playing.
And this is the difference. They just seem to have better controllers the entire map.
Yeah.
You actually, all of Fariko are in that hard point right there. You know what? TEC, they have a cushion. They're not worried at the moment because they're so far ahead. Yeah,
I think Realize is giving up that hard point. He's just, I'm going to go set up for the next one. I got a Hellstorm. If I get to the next one, it should be wrapped up at this next hill, assuming TC plays this.
Yeah, I think Fariko have realised as well. As you can see, they've left one person in the hard point as all of TEC swing round to the basketball court, and they are going to get there first. So great advantage to them, because they're all almost to that point now where they can put this out of contention. I mean, they've got that Hellstorm. Can they make this work? They've only got a hold for a little while on this one.
Yeah, they just got to make sure they hold these spawns, which at the moment they are. Fariko is in desperate need of points, so they're all going to just try to flood. They're not going to focus on spawns right away. They're all just flooding. As you guys can see, Realize and his crew are still spawning up top. In all honesty, I think what TC did right was anchoring on this map. Like I said, Realize and Legend switching off on that with AR and SMG is really what won them. I'm pretty sure it's going to be over real soon.
Well, it's one of the things, like I said, we have been noticing the TEC players, they just seem to have great control. They're pushing in the right place, they're using their score streaks to clear it up very well, and when they do, they're in the right spawn, and they've just concentrated on the spawn every time, and they're making their own game easier.
Yeah.
Like I said, Fariko Dragons is now out of it. They cannot win this one.
Yeah, it's over.
First map to TEC.UK, and Dragons not looking so powerful now.
Like I said, if a team has a really good anchor, it just becomes that much easier because the other SMGs can just constantly flood the hard point. So I mean, Realize is doing his job and he's doing it well.
Well, that's what we talk about when we say, obviously, about getting that spawn. Some people go, oh, it's just easiest to get there quicker. I said it's not. Even if you're getting outslayed, you're literally putting players quicker and quicker into that hard point than the other team.
Yeah.
They've got to run, 10 seconds, you've got to run 5. You die, you come back again in 5 seconds. It's almost double the amount of players you can push into that hard point. And you know what? Simple numbers will actually carry that through with you, even if you're getting outslayed.
Yeah, Mello having an off game for his team. Oh, that was tough. Realize and his crew. Bader Bader was doing a real good job of just running in that hard point and just doing absolute work. And